So the first thing that needs to be remembered is when we do a probability sum, we have to do the z-score because the question has a unit, although I didn't give any story behind it, but it would have a unit. So the first thing you write, therefore probability of z is less than 7. So 7 is x, so the z-score would be 7 minus mean is 5, divided by standard deviation is 2. That means probability of z is less than 7 minus 5 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so probability of z is less than 1. Now you remember that when we have to do a probability sum, we have to look up the table because the table is the standard normal distribution, and for looking up the table it has to be a cumulative table, meaning it has to be less than and it has to be positive, so it matches. So let's look up the table. So 1.00 means z is less than 1 and the probability is 0.8413. 0.8413. So that is the probability. Now let's do the next one. The next one is probability of z is greater than or equals to 9. So the first thing we have to do is z-score. Z is greater than. Now one thing, since this is continuous distribution, so we don't have to bother with the equal to sign. So whenever you have an equal to sign in the question, just from the next line you don't have to write it, doesn't matter at all. So x minus mu divided by sigma, so x is 9 minus mu is 5, so the mean is 5, the sigma standard deviation is 2. So this is going to be probability of z is greater than 9 minus 5 is 4, 4 by 2 is 2. Now you have to understand this is not cumulative because it is greater than. This is a positive value, but in the table remember everything has to be cumulative, less than. So we need a special rule to convert this. Now standard normal table, the standard normal distribution table, it has to be cumulative. So z is less than a, it has to be in this format. Remember, z is less than a or less than equal to a is the same thing, so it has to be this format. So how can you convert it if it is not this format? So one is, if it is greater than, if it is z is greater than a, you can write 1 minus probability of z is less than a. This can be written, and one of the main reasons is that because the normal distribution is symmetrical, that means one side and the other side, they are exactly the same. So for that reason we can actually write this. So this can be written as 1 minus probability of z is less than 2. So now we can look up the table. So 1 minus probability of z is less than 2, so in the table, so 2 means 2.00, so we have it here. So z2 means z is less than 2.00. remember this is a cumulative table, so the probability is going to be 0.9772. 0.9772. So let's bring out the calculator. 1 minus 0.9772 is 0.0228. 0.0228. So this is the probability. You notice the z-score, the z values are in 2 decimal places and the probabilities are in 4 decimal places.